Handbrake began life as a DVD backup tool. As a result, there are more options for opening DVD sources than any other type of source. Before opening your DVD source, you'll want to make sure it's ripped to your hard drive. Although it's technically possible to skip that step with unencrypted disks and use a DVD-ROM drive or DVD burner as a source, that puts unnecessary wear on the drive and should be avoided if at all possible. Once your DVD is ripped to your hard drive, open Handbrake and click the source button. Depending on how your DVD was ripped, any of the three options, disk, video TS folder, or video file, may be appropriate. Starting from the bottom of the list, if your DVD was ripped to an image file and you have it mounted with a virtual drive like Daemon Tools, select the DVD drive option. Since Handbrake can't directly open files across a network, but virtual drive software should be able to mount them that way, this is an excellent workaround for encoding from network DVD sources. You can also use this option to open a DVD in an actual DVD-ROM drive, but unless it's unencrypted, Handbrake won't be able to read it. Also, as previously noted, encoding directly from the disk is bad for your drive. If your source is an image file, you can also skip the virtual drive and open it directly with the video file option. Once opened, the image will appear to be a physical disk. The video TS folder option is used to open DVD files which have been ripped to your hard drive as regular files instead of a disk image. This is the option I'll be demonstrating, although once your source is selected, all the other steps will be the same. After you select the video TS folder option, you'll need to navigate to the location where the contents of your DVD's video TS folder are located on one of your hard drives. Since I'm using Windows 7, I have my DVD ripping folders added to the videos library. However, you can also navigate directly to a hard drive location, such as on your C drive. If your DVD is ripped to a folder named after the disk's volume ID or just a description or name of the movie or other video on the disk, select that folder. This will allow Handbrake to use that name as the name of the disk for auto-naming. You can also select the video TS folder directly, however in that case it will not have a disk name to use for the source. Select the folder which contains the video TS folder you wish to encode from, and click OK. Handbrake will scan the DVD files. The same information used by a DVD player to play the disc will be used to find the titles on the disc, determine if they have multiple angles, and identify chapters in each title. If you have automatic naming enabled, that information, along with the name of your source folder, will be used to generate a name. Notice in this case, the name of my file is going to be Rescue Dawn US, which is also the name of the folder that the video TS folder was located in. It was also the volume name from the DVD. If automatic naming is enabled, but no default path has been set, you'll be prompted to do that now. You can find this setting on the Options dialog, which you can access via the Tools menu. Or you can simply just dismiss this and put that off until later. You can always just use the Browse button to set your output location. Handbrake will automatically select the longest title on your DVD to encode. In most cases, this will be the correct choice. If you have an episodic disc, such as from a TV series, there may be multiple titles of the same or similar lengths, and sometimes the longest title will be an extra instead of the main feature. In those cases, you'll need to manually select the title. When looking at an episodic disc, you can usually count on the episodes being listed in chronological order. So if they are titles 1, 4, 6, 7, and 9, Title 1 will probably be Episode 1, and Title 9 will probably be Episode 5. Unfortunately, there are no rules for this numbering, so you may need to resort to some trial and error, or even play a DVD directly in a DVD player. Some DVD titles have multiple angles to select from. Multiple angles are used to provide alternate content for certain parts of a title. Although originally envisioned as a way to literally include video shot from different angles, such as a second camera from a live musical performance, they can also be found on movies like The Matrix, which use it essentially to embed special features in the main title. Most of the time you will only have a single angle. If your title does have multiple angles, most of the time you should select angle 1. However, a little trial and error may be necessary in some cases. Handbrake will automatically read the chapter information for the selected title and select all chapters to encode. This part of the interface can literally be read from left to right. In this case, we are encoding chapters 1 through 33, which has a total duration of 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 13 seconds. If you don't wish to encode all chapters, simply select the first and last chapter to encode. If you want to encode only a single chapter, select it for both the first and last. The duration will also be updated to match your selection. Selecting a custom range of chapters can often be used to remove the end credits from a movie. For example, look, in this case we have a duration for the total movie of 2 hours and 5 minutes. If I remove chapter 33, that doesn't change. If I change that to 1 through 31, removing chapters 32 and 33, we've removed approximately 4 minutes from the time. That tells me that that 4 minutes is almost certainly just the credits. In some cases, the credits do not have their own chapter. In these cases, you can't conveniently remove them this way. However, most of the time this will work. In my case, however, I prefer to keep all chapters. Once you're satisfied with your source selection, you can move on to setting some output file options.